All right. I'd like to welcome you to a special edition for my channel. I'd like to talk about something that I haven't done here at the new house, but oh man, the memories that I have from campfire bedding are just irreplaceable. So what I'm going to do in this video is talk to you about who I campfire bedded with, what campfire bedding is, and if somehow this video gets out there and goes viral, who knows, how to do campfire bedding correctly. So, the very first thing about campfire bedding for me, not necessarily you, but for me and the people that I was doing it with, is you gotta have some beers. Oh my God. If you want to talk about going camping, backyard fire party where you just invite people over to have a good time, there's absolutely nothing better than campfire bedding. Oh my God. So to get started, the first thing we need to do campfire bedding is to make sure you got some good people with you. People that you enjoy their company, that enjoy having a few beverages with you. Oh, man. So let's start out with how to campfire bed. Sorry. I had to make the video while having a couple beverages in order to have the campfire bedding video accurate. And if I did this without drinking a couple beers, it just wouldn't come out correctly. So, also, I'm going to be enjoying some steak and steak wings while we do the video. If you don't like it, move on. Alright, so let's talk about the campfire. What you need, obviously, is a fire pit. My fire pit that I had, I'm going to say was 6 feet in diameter, with regular red bricks, and I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to say it was 5 bricks high, 6 foot diameter, okay? So, what you do is you have to build a fire. This is where your fire engineer, now listen, this is very important. You have to have a fire engineer to build your fire beforehand. Okay? Listen, that's important. I was the fire engineer. Alright, enough of that. So, the fire engineer builds an interesting fire. You know, you got your what do you call that? Just basic fire pit that you stack the stuff like this. I don't know what that's called, but you build a fire, and what we would do at my fires is we would put a 2x4 straight up the middle, in the middle of the fire. And then we'd put a beer bottle, full beer bottle, on the top of the 2x4 with no lid on it. So it was open. And then we would lean different things against the 2x4 in the fire pit down lower where the frame, where the base structure of the fire is at. We would add things like this ranch dressing bottle right here. We'd put it, bam, right there. They take this beer bottle, boom, we put it over here. We take this beer bottle, we put it in the middle of the fire pit. In the middle of the frame of the fire that's holding everything together. This is really cool. You take a beer bottle, you fill it with water, like up to about here, and you stick it in there at an angle. And what it does is as the water boils, it'll shoot out the tip. This is something that's very cool to bet on when that'll happen, if the bottle breaks before it's empty, all kinds of different things you can bet on. You know, if the ranch dressing, you put a brand new ranch dressing bottle somewhere in the fire, you make bets. You say, okay, I'm going to say that bottle explodes before it melts and the ranch dressing just falls onto the ground. Who knows what's going to actually happen? So you got to place bets. This thing could explode. It could melt. It could do nothing. You can place a bet, like if you put the ranch dressing next to the frame of the fire, the base, like maybe we'll say 6 inches away, just for interesting betting. You could say it does absolutely nothing. It doesn't melt. It doesn't explode. It stays the way it is. That's your bet. Okay. So you get this campfire built with all these different interesting things going on, and you place bets. You stand around like you're a campfire scientist. Like you actually know what you're talking about, which you don't need to, just for the record. You don't need to be a campfire scientist to do this. You just kind of guess stuff. You know what I mean? So the campfire, which I said was about 5 feet or 6 feet in diameter, with a 2x4 with an open beer bottle that's full of beer, is up here. So outside of the campfire, what you do, you take some spray paint and you spray paint a circle around it, and you make 4 quadrants. So what you do is you get together and you look at that 2x4 and you look at the way that the campfire is built. And you start placing bets. You say, okay, well, I'm seeing that the fire is going to burn up from the left side a little bit stronger than the right side. However, the 2x4 is going to catch right there And I'm thinking that the bottle is going to fall in the right quadrant. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say that the bottle falls in quadrant 1, lands on its side, and it empties out. Now, that may seem simple, however, depending on the length of the 2x4, you have to look at that by if the 2x4 falls down, how long is it, and is it going to send the bottle outside of the quadrant? Or is it going to send the bottle inside of the quadrant? So, there's so many different factors that come into campfire bedding. So the basics of it is you build a fire, you have a campfire engineer build a fire that has a whole bunch of different things potentially that can happen, and then you drink some beers, and then you light the fire, and then everybody stands around like a bunch of bookies, and you look at it, you examine it, and you're like, what's up? Look at this. No, I think that. So you make your bets. You say this, 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 and this. You have your quadrants on the side. You have the fire that's going to do different things. Oh my God, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Campfire bedding, I'm going to take credit for this one because this was my idea. When I lived on West 44th Street in Cleveland, Ohio, is where this began. I had a fire pit in the backyard. I had a friend of mine whose nickname was Bird that we would drive around on trash night with a van that I had, and we would find all this different stuff to build the fire with. We would grab dressers, nightstands, metal lamps. We would tape things to metal lamps, you know, the tape would melt off from the fire. Oh my God, we would engineer these fires, the base fire, to do all these crazy things, and then we would invite everybody we knew to come over and enjoy campfire bedding. We would stand around, we'd throw some gasoline on the fire, on the base, wherever we wanted to do it. We'd throw a match in there, and then here comes the bedding. So, if you want to do OG, original campfire bedding, every single person that came to the campfire had $10,000 of campfire money. So, and then that's where everybody stands around the fire pit and starts placing bets and saying, no, I think this, I think that. This is going to do that. This is going to go over there. Oh my God. It was so much fun. So, maybe I got to get to eat these chicken wings because I'm hungry. I got to drink this beer. I got to drink this beer. And then I got to go take a nap. So, please leave some comments. Remember to subscribe. It's free. You know what I'm saying. Hit the like button. It helps the channel out. So, also, if you decide to do some campfire bedding and you have the time of your life, like I had when I was doing it. It was, I mean, it was the pinnacle of the day. Feel free to share some stuff with me. I would love to read about some campfires and some campfire bedding and some campfire engineered fires. Maybe post some pictures, share some stuff with me. I would love to see it.